record. If you go to the website, you'll see the new Nordiq Canada Officials Hub. And this sort of starts and gives you a background on what the officials is, the certifications, where's the official level 1 course, and who do you contact if you have any questions. Starting your official journey, when you go through the website, how to become an official, where can you find the locker, how do you create a locker account, how do you complete your level 1, how do you sign up for your annual officials license and your annual registration, who needs the officials license. And again, there's videos under all of these to help you walk through these pieces, as well as completing your safe sport training and updating your officials profile in the officials hub. So those are all there. And if you're super keen and eager and you're going to all continue on your officiating journey, heading over to continuing your officiating journey walks you through the requirements of each of the levels. And you can just click on the accordion menus and they let you know what it is. You will also be able to see in the locker in the officials hub, where you are in your pathway and what you will need to complete your pathway. So that's all under your officiating journey, and then logging and experiencing and tracking your pathway walks you through how to do that as well. Okay. Oh, is there questions? I'm just seeing some. Nope. Good. Okay. All right. Logging on. So massive caveat right now. We have not ported over your data yet. We need to, so it is a sort of a two-step process. One, we need everyone to activate their actual profile. So many of you will have received your unique link to activate your profile. And then we got a deluge of questions that said, oh my gosh, I can't see my profile where I'm at. And it only says I'm level 1. Absolutely, that is where we're at. Once the profiles are activated, we will port over all of the history that we have from the old database. And I'll show you very soon where you can find your highest level achieved under your My Profile piece in your officials account. But right now, no panic. We have not ported over all of your historical information yet. We've just gotten your names, your addresses, etc. And I'll show you where you can see your highest level achieved. So that is going to be coming likely by the first week of December. We will port over all of the roles that you would have done, the courses you would have taken, etc. So if you are a current official in our system and you have been active in the last 5 years, you should have received an email link that had in it a unique link for you to activate your account. If you did not, likely what has happened, and a few people have reached out, is the email address that we have from the old database is not matching your current email address. And so it would have been probably sent to an old email address. So if you have not received your unique link, please reach out to myself. I do have the list of them and I can then send them to you to activate it. And once you activate it, it should just walk you through the steps to get your profile up and going. We did discover, and we didn't realize, that biathlon officials are on the same system. So there was a few of you that had reached out and you're like, wait a minute, it's not authenticated. If you are also a biathlon official, reach out to me, because we just need to link your two accounts together. So if you are a previous biathlon official or current biathlon official, let me know. There is a way to get you guys to connect that way. If when you went and logged on, it allowed you to, and then it sent you to this page and it has a map of Canada in it, the workaround for that is to click on the tools, select license and membership, select Nordiq Canada. And when you click Nordiq Canada, it will send you through the process again. So, and we will post these slides into our document center after tonight's presentation. So, okay, this is the landing page. So when you are activating your link for the first time, you'll receive a very long, sort of detailed step-by-step of how to do that. If you haven't, once again, please let me know. And we'll send that to you. We'll send that link to you and you'll be able to go on and register for your officials link. So once you're in your account, so I have where is it? Okay. So for those of you who have linked and logged on, this is what your landing page will look like. Your options on the side here: membership and licenses, event registrations, course records, transaction history, user account settings, my profile, and obviously logging out. So when you land on here, many of you will be like, oh my goodness, I'm missing everything. And again, I reiterate, we have not ported over your history, your experience yet. We're just getting the data going. The way that this is laid out, the first bar up here is the quick link to logging your experience, and we'll go there in a moment. But you can see here, you'll see the button, log your experience. And if you need any information, it says to view our website, and questions can be directed to Ilona. The next bar down, so this section right here, is the current level that you are working on. So if you are a certified level 2, it will show that you are now working on your level 3. Okay, so the bar below shows the levels that you have completed. So my test person has completed their level 2, so they're now working on their level 3. The button here that says action needed walks you through what is required for you to actually complete that level. So if I click on my action needed for my level 3, it lets me know what is required for the level 3, what the status of that is, and it also gives you a link to how to complete it. So if I need a recommendation from my division and I click here, it will let you know, please contact your division official to obtain your recommendation, and then that can be submitted to Ilona. Okay, so each of those tells you on the how to complete your major roles, secondary roles, where to go for your pre-workshop quizzes, how to register for a workshop, and what assignments you will need to do. So that's there. Alternatively, when I go and click on the arrow of my level 3, I can see a more detailed, oh, look, I have completed my Safe Sport requirements. This is when they were completed. I have done my registration. This is when they were completed. Okay. And again, I can click and see all the things that I still need to do for that level and be able to track it and know when it's complete and when it's not complete. And then I can just return to that page by hitting the memberships, licenses, and certification. Okay. If I go to my level 2, and this is the level that I have fully completed, I can see that it's green all on the bottom, the dates that I have completed. And again, I can go back to that main page by looking here. My event registrations, so I'm just going to pop back over here for a second. So event registrations are the actual actions of what you have submitted or what has been ported over from the locker, and I'll talk about the locker in a second, or the Safe Sport requirements that you have had to upload. So event registration is just an account and a record of the actions that you have done or that the locker has done for you in what you have submitted. So I'm not sure if in my test dummy, yeah. So in my test, you can see in my event registration that I ported over my Safe Sport Rule of 2 on January 1st, on November 12th, 2024, and that was what was completed. When your information will get ported over from the locker, let's say I did my level 2 quiz, I would also see when that was ported over from the locker under event registration. Okay, course records. This is a more detailed. So when I look at course records, this shows the credits toward completing requirements. So one of the big things we got from our community was, I don't know where I'm at in the pathway. I don't know what I need or what's missing. So course records will show you the credits toward completing a requirement. So if I'm working, say, towards being a level 3, I will need to do 2 major official duties. When I go into my course records, I will see, oh, one of them is complete. I'm now assigned a credit for that. And I can start to look against what I need to what I've completed to be able to know what's missing to finish that level. So when I jump back over here, I can see just, again, this is a test model. So I've completed my Safe Sport and that's it for the moment, but I've been assigned the credits required for the Safe Sport requirements. Transaction history is just, it's the way the system is set up. If this is more for the event sanctioning side, if you're someone that has to do an event sanction, this is where you'll see the cost and the completion of that event sanction. Every action in the officials is tracked and maintained in here. Obviously, there is no fee for any of it unless you're sanctioning an event, and that is for a very small population, okay? User account settings, if you have to reset your password, or want to reset your password, you can do that up here in the account settings. And then when you go into my profile, these are more of the personal details. So again, this is a test person. what I can see now, if I'm looking for, hey, what was the highest level I've achieved? This is one piece we have ported over. Obviously, this is fictitious. This person isn't a level 5 FIS-TD. But under the My Profile, if you scroll through attributes and records and you scroll down, you should be able to see under the Nordic Canada data import, under the name highest level achieved on the old system, you should see what that value was. And that the port over date, we created this today. The port over date was November 12th, but for most of you, it should be about a month or so back when it was all ported over. And then anything else like that has been communicated from the locker and CAC will also be in here. So member license and certifications, quick overview again. This is where you can get to log your experience, where you can see what you need for the current level you're working on, and also see historically the levels that you have already achieved. Okay, event registrations. This is where we will see, so I'll pop back over here for you. This is where you'll see all the actions of anything that's been uploaded to your profile. Your course record is your credits towards working towards each level. Transaction history for 99.9% of you is not an area you need to be in unless you're responsible for doing some event sanctioning. User account setting is for resetting your password, and My Profile is where your personal details are, as well as your highest level achieved in the old system. So back to this page. And I think we can look over, I'm just going to go back to, sorry, my PowerPoint for a moment. Oops. Safe Sport. Okay. We are working with the locker, which is the CAC locker. I'll log out for a moment. So I am currently in the CAC locker. If you do not have an NCCP account, it is free to get an NCCP account. You can do that by following the outline on our webpage, where if you click on starting your officiating journey, there's a clear video there that'll walk you step by step through the accounts of how to create an NCCP. Once you are in, you want to click on the button e-learning up at the top here, and that will take you here where all the sports have their online learning. For the Safe Sport, you'll want to hit the multi-sport modules, and you'll see what's available. Now, I've already completed them, so they'll be down in the completed section. However, the ones that you'll be looking for are understanding the rule of two and the CAC Safe Sport. So I think I actually deleted it to put it back in so you guys could see Safe Sport training here. So if you want to take it, you can click on it, work through it, and then the locker and our Interpodia Snow Reg are connected to each other. Oh, I'm just getting a question. I'll answer it in 1 second. The locker and Interpodia talk to each other every 24 hours. So once a course is complete, it'll be updated every 24 hours. So, and so once they're done, once your Safe Sport training is done, you will see it in the completed section down here. For a more detailed report to show what you've completed, you can click on the profile section of the locker under certification. And then it should show you all of the certifications and trainings that you had in any sort of coaching or professional development through the locker. And then you can go down to the multi-sport training and you can see where you will have your Safe Sport training as well as your Ruler 2. And then this is where you will find any sort of training that you've done in the certification. So if I go back to my profile here, if many of you, unfortunately, and this is nothing we can control, it's nothing that Interpodia, the officials hub, can control. This is strictly through the Coaching Association of Canada. Unfortunately, they do not own the rights to the Rule of Two, so we cannot talk directly to the locker to show that you have completed the Rule of Two. That is nothing any of us can do. That is simply the way that the system is set up. So when you have completed your Rule of Two, you'll need to log it in your experience. So if you go to log experience, you will see that there's a Safe Sport, submit your information Rule of Two, and you can submit your transcript. All we need is a screenshot of your transcript. So if I go here and I take a screenshot of my transcript to show that my things are done, I can then upload that into the submit your transcript for Julie. Oops. Not sure why it's doing that.
Julie, you already submitted your transcript?
Oh, I've already submitted. I won't be able to show it. Thank you, Melanie. So in this page, you'll see normally there'll be a box right here that says upload document. And then that's where you can upload the screenshot that you've taken of your safe sport. And once that's done, it will show on your transcript. It'll show back on your main page here that you have completed it. When you go into your safe sport here, it'll show on your Rula 2 the date that you've uploaded it. So I'll just pause for a second because Ilona just motioned that there might be some questions or nope, we're good. She's answered them. Okay, so that's your safe sport on how to complete it and upload it. The other safe sport, the CAC safe sport training, thankfully is a direct handshake with the locker. And so when you've completed that one, every 24 hours, our system is talking to the locker. That will be updated onto your transcript within 24 hours of the completion. So but unfortunately, like I said, nothing we can control or Interpodia. It is a CAC restriction. That rule of 2 has to be done this way. So, okay. Moving on, we'll look at logging some experience. So, I'm going to go back to my membership license and certifications, kind of the landing page you'll do a lot of your work from. Going back to logging my experience. As events are being sanctioned. So as we're going through and sanctioning, like you'll see our first COC will be coming up soon. This is the para one that's coming. There's a sovereign one coming up level. There's a lot of tier 2s that we're working through sanctioning right now. As they're sanctioned and made live, they will show up here in the logging experience. So as an example, Nordic Thunder, which are the races that are happening tomorrow here at Canmore, I'm going to log my experience. Yes, it's me. So I'm just going to select me, register Julie. Oops. I love the birthday you gave me, Melanie. Thank you. She's made me quite significantly younger. So, okay. So then you have registration options. So we have ported over the officials manual and all the roles that are possible, minor and major roles that are possible at an event. And so this will allow us to be consistent in tracking of titles as well as alignment to the officials manual. So you can choose the roles that you have done in terms of if it was a doping control liaison or a forerunner or a jury member or medical services. And so you can track what you've done, ski control, wax control, venue services. So you can select the different types of roles that you have done in the different events. So I'm just going to pick volunteer services to make it simple. I will click next. And then I can go back and say, okay, it was at Nordic Thunder. I did volunteer services and I'm going to complete and proceed. It will tell me it's checking out. And you want to see this page because then it tells you, hey, yep, you've successfully uploaded it. It's now going to be showing up into your course records and who it is, Julie Test, what I did, and the event that I did it at. And so if I want to just head back to that main page, I can go up here in the corner to Julie, membership licenses and certifications. And it brings me back to the home page. Any questions we need to look at?
Make sure your NCCP number on storage is matching your NCCP
number. Yes. We have had a few people emailing us going, oh, this isn't working. If you have entered an incorrect or heck, I just wanted to get this registration done, so I made up my NCCP number, please, please, please go into your profile and update to a current and valid NCCP number. Otherwise, anytime we port information over from the locker, you will not be credited for the work that you're doing. So please take the time to double check that your NCCP number is correct. So yeah, and then so that's logging your experience. Now, this is not a next couple of week things. Once we port over the data, so once we bring over all the historical experience and everything in, it's going to take a couple of weeks. We're going to ask you to go in and have a look at your experience. Unfortunately, some of the data was corrupt, a little bit why we also couldn't continue to host the database. So we feel we've gotten most of it, but likely, as with any data transfer, there may be an issue here or there. So what we've also done so that you are still credited with your experience and as always, on a trust-based basis, you will be able to log historical experience. So if, let's say, we missed your chief of comp in 2021 at a tier 1 event, and that is significant, maybe you're working towards a level 4 or a FIS TD or even a level 3, you will be able to go into the logging historical experience and still capture that, so you will get credit for the work that you have done. And it will just put you through exactly the same thing. What were the roles? What was the event? And you'll be able to do, it's a tier 1, I was chief of comp, this was the date, and then we'll be able to log it. And therefore you will still get credit for those things. So there is an option there, if there is something missing, to be able to log historical experience in that aspect there. So I'm going to go back to the main page.
Does the experience record keep track of the numbers of hours for events?
Does it not at the moment? Look, if you're saying like, did I do half a day? Did I full day? Did I do 2 day? No, not at the moment. We've made it very simple to start off with. We're kind of doing this in a couple of phases. One is to capture the information, and then we'll drill into details once we get the whole system up and running. Okay, back to this, just making sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, that's the next steps. Okay. Those are the high level pieces right now. So the big ticket items right now is, if you have not received your unique login, please email me and I will happily look for it and get it to you. If you have logged in and now it's saying you're not authenticated, first, are you a biathlon official? If you are, email me right away and I can send you the how-to steps. If you're not a biathlon official and you're still having problems logging in, send me an email. I'm happy to walk you through it. If when you go in, you're like, oh my gosh, my historical information isn't there, it won't be for at least another couple of weeks. So don't panic. We do have it. It is all captured and we will port it over in a couple of months. If right now you're like, but wait a minute, I completed everything. One of the common things we're seeing is, until you upload your safe sport, you won't be granted to the highest level that you had before. So one of the gateways right now, and this is for insurances as well as for our O6 signatory requirements, is that those safe sport requirements are complete. And so once you've done that, you've uploaded your transcript and you finish the online CAC safe sport, your profile will update to your highest level. You'll be able to find your highest level when you go into the My Profile, down to the attributes and records, into the Nordic Canada data import. Obviously, this is fictitious, but this person is a level 5 FIS TD. So those are sort of the key takeaways for the moment. Are there any questions before we move on to sort of the next few things? Just checking with Ilana.
Relationship between Interpodia, SnowRedge, and Officials Hub.
Sure. Interpodia is the company that is working with us, and Melanie is on the call right now. And she is the engineer helping us design the system. SnowRedge is the platform that we are running our Officials Hub off of. So you're right, we should be more consistent with our language. SnowRedge is the platform that our Officials Hub is working off of, and Interpodia is the company that we are working with to create the platform. Yeah. So Ilana's asking, is it all the same thing? Well, Interpodia is the standalone company, the name of the company that has created SnowRedge, and our Officials Hub is hosted on the SnowRedge. Anything else? Nope. Okay. So, and again, available in French and English. Et si vous avez des questions en français, pas de problème. Ilana et moi, nous sommes bilingues, alors soyez à l'aise d'envoyer vos questions en français aussi. And yeah, if there's any questions or concerns, again, likely if you haven't received your unique login is because we're using different emails. Your current email probably doesn't match the email that was in the old database. But Melanie's been amazing at data mining and finding things. So please feel free to reach out if you are having questions or challenges with that. And I think that was all we were covering this evening. Are there any other questions? Okay.
Maybe ask Melanie if I'm missing anything.
Melanie, did I miss any key things for this evening, perhaps that you would like to comment to?
No, I think it was pretty clear. Maybe just one thing, if your NCCP number is wrong on SnowRedge, if you go under My Profile, you can edit it. So if you're not receiving the information from the locker, if you've done your some course on the locker and it's not, you don't see it under Snorage, you can edit your NCCP number under your Snorage account here. And then when you update it, then in 24 hours, we are going to resync CIC and Snorage, so your information will be sent over. That's it.
Awesome. Okay.
Thank you. Can you show again how to get the screenshot of the transcripts?
Yeah, for sure. I was actually, you read my mind. I was just heading back over to the locker. So back into the locker. So again, if you do need any help with any of these things, Ilona has done a fantastic job. Nathaniel and Ilona have done a fantastic job. If you click on our website and you go to start your officiating journey, there are in both languages. There is a how to register in the locker, and Ilona walks through and shows you how to actually create your locker account for those who have not done it yet. So that's in the locker, or sorry, that's on our website. In the locker, I'll just go back to home for a second just so we can take it from the start. To take the actual screenshot, I'm going to go into my profile. Right here, I'm going to go into certifications. Certifications is your transcript of all things that you've taken in the locker. Obviously, you can all see that I've done wrestling, water skiing, cross-country skiing, wakeboarding, canoe kayak, a lot of coaching. In the multi-sport module section of your transcript, that is where you'll find your safe sport training. So if I'm not sure on PCs, but I know that on a Mac, if you hit Shift Command 4, that will give you this little icon, and then you can just highlight what you need to have for a photo, and then that will just capture an image on your computer. You can see it right here. Whoops, that went way bigger than I needed it to. Sorry, I'll just do that again so it's easier to see. Shift Command 4. So then that just creates an image, and you can then upload that image into your logging experience safe sport, and you'll see a box show up that says upload image, and then you can just upload that image right there. And unfortunately, there's absolutely nothing we can do to make that more straightforward or simple. It is unfortunately just a factor of the Coaching Association of Canada locker being able to talk to other systems. Because they don't actually own that rule of 2. So
you go back into Podia and show how they would.
Yep. Okay. And then once you have that screenshot, unfortunately, like Melanie said, because mine has already been uploaded, I can't show you the exact screen. But what I've done is I've gone to log your official experience. You will see the first choice is Safe Sport Training Rule of 2, submit your information. I'm going to hit the submit your transcript. And if you haven't already uploaded it, I'm going to current registrations. Did you just change it, Melanie? Okay.
No.
It's good. So I'm going to
Yep.
register myself here. And then unfortunately, because I've already done it, it's not showing. But typically there would be a box that would say, here, click and upload your screenshot or your PDF, whatever it is, however you captured it, and you can just select that file and then it will upload. So unfortunately, mine's already done, so I can't show you that screen, but every single step has been the same. So log experience, safe sport, submit information, register, upload. Did that make sense? Hopefully. Good. Okay. And then in the locker under e-learning, again, so now if you're starting to try to find the Nordic Canada specific officials education pieces, if you go down to Nordic Canada in the selections, so cross-country skiing, down on the left bar here, if you hit cross-country skiing, you will see that we have the officials level 1 course here. We have the officials level 2 pre-quiz, and we also have the officials level 2 post-quiz. So those are now available in the locker as well, as well as the course controller course. And so the course controller is just an add-on module to help with organizing committees that are offering tier 2, tier 1 events that would like to have a little bit of added training to the course controllers. And I think it's an hour-long module to help sort of bolster course control information. And course controllers have a unique job of having to have a quick eye out on the course. So it's just an additional module that we've put out for our community. So officials level 1 online learning, it has the quiz built into it now. So we used to see it as a separate thing. The officials level 1 now has combined the officials level course and the quiz all together in one. And when you're done that, it will communicate to our officials hub and it will show that you've completed your level 1 training. And then for those who are offering or taking the level 2, there's the pre-quiz, then there's the in-person workshop, and then the post-quiz. And the post-quiz cannot be activated until you have finished your pre-quiz. So just so people know, if I'm trying to do my level 2, if you haven't done your pre-quiz, you won't be able to do your post-quiz. And so those are pieces that are being offered through the locker at this point. Also of note, if you go into our document center on our website, you'll see that there's a bunch of officials resources in here as well, including the officials manual, the ICR, and as well the officials pathway. Another document that we have put on here is the Where Now. So this is also available on our website. And for those who have been accustomed to using our previous system, basically, we've talked about registration, e-learning, logging experience, sanctioning, signing up for a level 1, a level 2, where are the quizzes, where's the level 3 workshop, and onwards. And then we talk about what system was used historically, where you can find it now within the new system, what it does, and why it's been moved over here, or why that system now exists. So this document is also available on our website under the officials information. So if anyone is interested or you're very accustomed to the old system, this is the Where Now document. Sorry, takes you through where you can now find. So, oh, I used to do my online learning on Munami. Now it's done on the locker. Oh, I used to do my registration here. Now I can do it over here. So the Where Now document will give you sort of the then and now sort of changes to just to get you familiar with the crossover there. Any more questions?
Melanie's gonna look into the JPEG.
Okay.
If someone uploaded Rule of 2 certificate a couple days ago, how long will it take to appear?
Julie, if you want to show the transcript submission, you can do it now.
Here?
Submit your transcript.
Okay. Oh, okay. Did you just do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Submit your transcript. Incomplete. I'm gonna
Remove the incomplete.
remove. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm gonna register Julie. And then there's the box right there. So when it says, please submit your Spaceport Training Rule of 2 transcript, I can browse my computer. I can go find my, wrong one. I can find my screenshot. Yep, this one. I'm gonna put it in. And it can show, you can see right here that it has been uploaded. So there's now where it says https:// and then I'm going to hit next. And I'm going to complete and proceed. And it should show that I've done it. Great. So now I've checked out. The computer is acknowledging that this process has been done. And I can go back to my membership and licenses. And it should now show that I have, and it did previously, so it should show it again. My requirement is now complete, and I've uploaded my Spaceport Rule of 2. So, and Melanie, if I'm not wrong, the minute someone uploads their transcript, it should now show on their transcript. It should show in their profile, correct?
Yeah, so on the screen you were showing, there is the upload document, and you need to add the completion date. And the completion date is actually what complete the requirement.
Perfect.
And then if you go under my profile, you can actually see your transcript you submitted. If you scroll down, yeah, you can click on download and you can see the transcript you submitted in the process.
Ta-da! Excellent. So again, And as it has always been, we operate on a trusting system through the officials pathway. However, we highly recommend that you do the courses and you upload the correct transcript. We do get audited by OSIC and UCCMS and other organizations. So please complete your safe sport. Please upload the correct transcript. If you're having any issues with it, please reach out. We're happy to help you with that as well. Good. Any other questions at the moment? No? So hopefully you'll spend some time in there. If you're having any problems, please reach out. We're happy to help you. One of the things that we're excited about is the capacity for you to be able to follow your own development pathway and looking at what's needed. We're excited about the updates to our website as well that allow you to look at the different levels and what you need and compare to what you have in your transcripts as well to help you along that pathway. And there's quite a few resources both on our website as well as our YouTube channel. We will post this video for you as well. Yeah, and we're looking forward to continuing the process. We will send out an update as soon as the data has been transferred over. I'm just going to switch over here. A couple of things coming up. November 28th will be the OCTD updates. So this will be the updates from the FIS seminar that we just had in October. So we'll put that out in the division newsletter. We will have a second town hall December 10th to sort of go through once the data has been uploaded to continue to look at how to navigate and work through your profile. Again, good luck to the level 3s that are starting, I believe, next week on their journey. So that's a year-long training for them. So excited to see that happen. And then a sneak peek. We're looking at a new module, Athletes Info on Rules, that will be starting to develop over the season. So, and making that available to clubs and coaches. So stuff that's coming down the pipe. So if there aren't any other questions, just a huge thank you to everyone for showing up tonight. We will be posting this recording on our YouTube for anyone that wasn't able to see it. And again, please reach out to Ilana or myself if you have any questions. We're super happy to help you. And thank you, Melanie, for being on the call and for all the work that you have done in creating this. So anything else? No? Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you.
Todd.
Merci Julie, bonne soirée.
Salut Charles, bonne soirée.
Thanks, Julie.
No problem. Have a good night, Todd.
Take good care.